we did it out of love. We didn't even know that it was going to be so big, and that's what you said. Probably that's why we didn't get the recognition that we were supposed to get. The industry would take advantage of that.
Yeah, it was different. It was different.
Because we loved it, and they were making money out of it, and yet we were making a love statement.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But
So
it's there, and when you do things with love, that's what it transmits. So the music that we did back then is going to stay there forever, man. Today, when you listen to salsa, you listen to it for 3 months or a song, and then that's it. It doesn't.
yes,
It doesn't
I th-
stay. And when people want to hear salsa, they go back to El Tolabo, they go back to the origins because it was music that was made really well, music that will stay
wow.
forever.
Y mira, todavía
Do with this new production legado.
we're still hearing Hector Lavoe. You know what?
Of course,
Before I,
man. And
mira,
that's where it's gonna be. I'm gonna send you the new production right now. Okay,
cool.
you can have it.
Tú sabes que algo que no, man, we could be here now. Okay, I see that you sent it to me. Do you know the album that I never stop hearing is that Típica 73 when it was
Oh,
Jose Alberto El Canario and you were there.
yeah, man, that was the best band to me.
You
I'm,
were
I'm
there.
I'm sending to your phone the whole production so you can later on check it out. Listen,
I,
to me, Típica 73 was, if not the best, one of the best bands that ever came out of New York City. And we were very flexible. We sang la cacharanga, we sang la conjunto, we sang
that
la
was good.
big band, and we made some great music. Typic had there's two Typicas. The one that was the original one. Well, this whole started as a jam session. It was called Tuesday Night Jam Sessions at a club in New York called Ann Vini's in the East Side.
See?
And we used to jam there every Tuesday. And at the end, we would get the money from the door. We would go to Chinatown and eat. And then it became like really hot. It'd be packed. And they decided to make Típica 73. And I decided not to be there. Instead, I went to Florida with Fajardo. And
Fajardo, oye, otro nombre más.
Fajardo, Típica 73 came out, and I would listen the whole day in the radio. I said, wow, I made a big mistake. I went back to New York to ask them, hey, I want to be back in the band. I said, no, 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 you weren't here when we did it, and now, forget it now. It's not happening. So that's when I started playing with everybody, and that playing with everybody led me to Eddie Palmieri's band, who I
Okay,
played with and recorded with. The first album that ever won a Grammy was The Son of Latin Music, which
man.
is one of the best albums. But then I went to San Francisco, started playing with Santana, and Johnny Rodriguez called me and told me Típica 73 split. It was a big fight, and everybody went different ways. So we
Johnny
made
Rodriguez, El Dandy.
Dandy. He said,
Yeah.
we're going to make a new band. Okay, some of the guys, Oreste Milatoa, Alberto Santiago, Joe Manassi, they went their own way and they formed Los Quimbos.
Los Gimbals. I remember I played that too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, by the way, happy birthday to Dandy, because I know it's his
I
birthday.
know. He just
What's up?
celebrated his birthday.
Yeah, happy
One
birthday,
of the best, man.
Dandy. Happy
One
birthday.
of the best. He's one of the best. A dear friend, and always, every day of my life, I'm grateful to Dandy. So Dandy called me, and we made the new Típica, and we made an album. The first album with this new Típica was called Rumba Caliente. Was Tito Allen singing, and it's Gandinga, Pare Cochero, Rumba Caliente. That's a classic, man.
Wow. Yeah, Tito Allen. My God, another one.
And then we made the new Típica with Tito Allen. Then Tito Allen left, and Camilo Azuquita came, and we kept continuing to do great albums. There's an album called The Two Sides of Típica 73.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
one side that is typical music, and the other one is concert music, real advanced. Still for today, it's advanced. And then Jose Alberto Canario came. After Camilo Azuquita left, Ruben Blades came to sing with us, but he only stayed like 2 gigs and he left again.
Yeah,
He
because I don't hear any songs him with La
No, no, no.
Típica.
He never recorded. He just tried out to be the singer of Típica, and he decided it wasn't for him, and he left. And then Jose Alberto Canario came. He was 17 years old, man. When he
Yeah, wow. One of
and,
my favorites, Alberto El Canario is one of my
yeah,
favorites.
In this new album, Legado, that I made, he's singing a song. It's called Con su bataola. It's the only cover on this album, and it was recorded by Johnny Pacheco in the 60s. Un tema de Rudy Calzado, Con su bataola se llama. And Jose Alberto did me the honor of singing in this song, you know. I also have guests like Alexander Abreu.
El de La Habana.
He's the best, man. He did another song in this new album, and also a girl from Peru called Gaby Zambrano.
Oh, yeah, she's now singing with Pete Perignon. I think she got a.
She's great, and she did a song that now is being played in Peru all over the place, man. I'm very happy that what I try to do is make music with love, and that's what we made it. Logramos hacer música con amor y transmite amor y hacer música que quede para siempre. El nombre es legado. Legado es ligado.
Okay.
All those things that Legado, being part of Celia Cruz, who was my godmother when I was born, you know, Celia, Tito, Eddie Palmieri, you know, all being part of the El Combo de Sabor, de Fania, Héctor Lavoe, Pico de Rodriguez, all that knowledge, and all the way we used to record, where everybody would be in the same studio at the time of mixing. Everybody would put their hands on the board, on the mixing board, because we didn't have computers.
No, diferente. It was
mixing to tape, and those records, they have a great sound, man, forever. So that's
vinyl sound. Yeah.
All my knowledge. I'm not imitating una época. I'm not imitating. I'm not emulating anything. It's something that I lived and that I was part of. So we just made history the way we used to make it in the 70s. But when you listen to the songs, the progressions, the chord progressions, and everything is very today. So it's music made like we made in the 70s, but looking towards today and tomorrow. And that's what legado is. That's my legacy. I said that in few years, I hope it's many years, that I'm not here. I want people to listen to this like they listen to Héctor Lavoe today.
Oh my God.
2022, this guy's made a record that is forever, man. And that's what it is.
This one's good. Salsa Mango.
Salsero Mango is a great song.
Salsero Mango is very, very good.
He did me the best honor in my life. I asked him to sing, and he said, yeah. And then he was on his tour, and he took a day and a half to come to Barranquilla, and he did the video with me, which everybody can see on YouTube. Salsero Mango, Alfredo de la Fe, y Gilberto Santa Rosa. And we did a great video. We did it in a movie format with movie cameras, and we recreated a club in the 80s in New York.
Wow, man, that's good. That's good. Alfredo, how did you get started with the violin? How did you get started with that?
Man, since I was born, I think when I was 2 years old, I saw a violin on television in Cuba, and I thought it was the magic of TV, that I didn't think it was real, you know? It was Orquesta Aragón. My parents told me later that it was Orquesta Aragón that I was singing. And so I said, no, this is the magic of television, you know? When I was 4 years old, I was walking in Havana in the streets, and I saw in a music store, I saw a violin in a window. So I realized it was real, and I started dreaming with it. When I was 6 years old, my father, who also was Alfredo de la Fe, who also was a musician, he was the first Spanish-speaking person that sang in opera in Italy. And he came home with a violin he had found in the trash. No strings, I didn't have a bow. And I started to play with this. I took a clothes hanger and took the little bar in the center, and I would play all day and imagine that I was playing for a lot of people and not doing classical, but doing something else. Before my godmother, Celia Cruz, left Cuba, she came with the first set of strings that I ever had in a bow. And she said, my godson, I'm giving you your first strings and your first bow with the compromise that you take our music all over the world. This is the only thing you have to promise me, that you're going to take our legacy and our music all over the world.
Yeah, and you've done it. You've done it.
To 95 countries already, you know?
Jesus.
It's great. And that's how the whole thing started. I started studying in Havana. Then I won a scholarship to Warsaw in Poland. And then I came back and we came to the United States. My parents decided that it was time to leave. I was in Juilliard for a short time because I started playing popular music, what is called salsa today, and they kicked me out of Juilliard. I started playing with Fajardo, with Pupi, which I don't regret ever, brother, because playing salsa is the most beautiful thing for a violinist. I play the violin in salsa like if it was a conga or a timbal. I play like a percussion.
Yeah, and I seen you where tú te tiran en el público y todo. You put on a show. I saw that.
But playing it like a percussion, it makes it different. It makes it very rhythmical, and that's what I've been doing and continue to do. Now with this new album, we've been promoting it all over the place. I'm happy to see that we are in listings all over Europe, in Asia, everywhere. We are in the list, and that's great. And I have a record company, which is very hard to find today, and they're making a big effort to make this production be all over.
Okay.
So we just began with this, but it's
That's
gonna
good.
be. I think I have a good feeling about it.
I'm gonna be playing it, so I'll play it.
Thank you, brother.
I love it, man. I did, pero ahorita yo escucho lo otro.
You
Alfredo,
gotta love that. I also make some songs that I did that are more urban. I put like but we did it also everybody together and on tape, and we use rhythm machines and synthesizers from back then, from the 80s.
wow,
And
okay.
we make some good stuff. I have a disco song there because I had way before when I did my first album, Alfredo, for the Latin percussion, I had a disco song that was number 32 in the US. So now I contacted a good friend, Louis Moll. He used to produce for Barry White, for
Wow, those big names, yeah.
who did this new disco song, and it's a killer, man. It has my feeling, it has my salsa feeling, but it's geared to a very young audience. So we can bring that audience into the salsa again.
Wow, okay, that sounds good. Alfredo, ese apellido de la fe, ¿de dónde viene? ¿De dónde viene ese apellido?
That's my last name, man. That's my father, my grandfather, and they were all musicians. My grandfather was a violinist. My grandfather was a symphony director. My father was an opera singer and a classical guitarist. And a violinist, bro. It's De La Fe is our last name, which is
and that last name is de Cuba. Eso no viene de Europa ni nada, ¿verdad?
I've been all everywhere I go in the world. I look for De La Fe, and I never found it. Only in Cuba, and some Cubans that went into Florida,
Okay. Yeah, because it's unique. Like,
Yeah,
that's why I asked you. It's a unique thing. If you had, Alfredo, if you had an opportunity to record with, I don't know if tal tanto, you got these younger cats like Luis Vasquez, el otro se llama Cristian Alicea, que está pegando fuerte. Would you record with them?
Of course, and I'm open to do anything, it's good to bring the original salsa generation with the new things that are happening, Of course, I will record with them. I mean, I'm glad for the new people that are coming out. For example, in Peru, man, salsa is so big,
Yeah, it's as big as Colombia.
There are shows, there are singers that have 20 million viewers, man. Yes. And something important is happening. Of course, I will record with anybody because that's the way of supporting new talent and keeping salsa alive.
We have to. That's why I'm doing this, because I've noticed that a lot of we have so many salsa product out there. I have CDs here and MP3s of so much salsa, pero because a lot of those bands are not online or social media, como que no llegan. And then
It's very hard, man. You have to spend a lot of money to be out there, man. Today, it's not like before.
No, man. Before
communications and internet has done,
That's why I'm doing this right now. I got you. I'm. Thank you for.
I have a good team. My wife, Paulina, she's the one that handles all my digital marketing, and man, she's cooking up there with it,
That's a
When we
job.
started,
That's a
I
job.
didn't have hardly any followers because I wasn't into that much internet, and they're all school,
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
she made it. She produced a new video. She's right there with me, and I'm so grateful with her, because man, she's helping me. She's helping me in many, many, many ways. Right now, we have so many followers and true followers. Because I mean, you see people sometimes they have 2 million followers and they publish something and only 200 people see it. You know that there's something weird about it. This no, we have an interaction with our followers that's really, really active. And that's great. And that's thanks to her.
That's good. That's good. You have a team. So okay, Alfredo, I know you sent me tú me lo enviaste por WhatsApp, right?
What's up? Yeah.
But you might have to send it to my email, man. You might have to the MP3, right?
No, I send you the link to Spotify, and you can.
Okay, to Spotify. Cool, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, is there anything else you want to say para ese mercado que tenemos allá afuera ready for you? Is there anything else you want to say?
Bro, all I want to say is that I did this production with my heart and with a lot of love, and not only everybody that was on this production was love written. Everything that moves was God, and it was love. And the same way I make it, I know it's going to reach everybody. I ask people to please share it, please get it, but download it from Spotify. I'm going to have vinyl made, but it takes about 8 months because there's big demand for vinyls.
Yeah,
And
now there's all of a
only
sudden,
like
yeah.
3 plants in the world that do it.
Yeah, that's not. Oh my God.
Plants like scrap, scrap metal, and now it's coming back, and they don't have a way of doing it.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy.
Crazy, man.
So we're gonna have physical, and we're gonna be playing all over the place. Please, I invite people to follow me on my internet. It's all at Alfredo de la Fe, @ Alfredo de la Fe, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere they can find me as at @ Alfredo de la Fe.
All right, guys, you got that right. So Alfredo de la Fe is an Instagram, Facebook. What else? Instagram,
Twitter
Facebook, Twitter,
and YouTube.
and YouTube. De la Fe. I know. I got him on
Alfredo
YouTube.
de la Fe. And I also been educating just like you. I've been doing some Fridays. Right now we're working hard. I go live and I tell people stories about how was my life with Héctor Lavoe. How was this tour that I made with Tito Puente, and I tell them all the stories that happened while we were growing up playing with these brothers. They were my brothers and my sister, but today they like big names. We never.
Yeah. I imagine, man. I imagine.
When Héctor Lavoe and I met, we were just trying to do music out of fun. We never thought it was going to transcend like it did.
Wow, Hector Lavoe. Imagínate I know that Hector Lavoe had a saying que era lo que él decía. El cielo es muy grande, pero no hay mucho. Hay mucha estrella, pero el cielo es muy pequeño. Something that he used to say back then.
Yeah. Hector was a beautiful person, man. He had a lot of conflicts in his life, but he had a big heart, man.
Who doesn't? Everybody has.
Big heart, man. And I'm grateful to God for having had the opportunity of meeting him, of working with him, of being his friend, of sharing a lot of moments. We used to go with my son when he was very little to Central Park and walk with him and share very, very, very special moments with him, and so on with Tito Puente, who was the musical director to of all these guys, man, all these guys that Ismael Rivera, Larry Harlow, Pacheco, all these guys. I'm very grateful for all the gifts that God has given me of being part of this whole magic.
That's good, man. That's good. So, with that note, I'm ending this interview. I want to thank you very much. Oye del corazón, Alfredo.
Honey, let me know when you're gonna air it. When it's gonna be on air, let me know, okay?
Yeah. I have to edit it and stuff, and then I'll let you know.
and put music to it and all that, and you let me know so I can also advertise it in my Facebook and my Instagram so a lot of people can come and see it.
I'm gonna keep in touch with you.
Yeah, please, man, please.
Ya tú eres como mi hermano, olvídate. Ya.
Brother.
All right, bro. You got another.
God bless you. God bless everybody that's connected with you and your program. You know,
Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you know because I have to get a couple of programs. I gotta get at least 10 to get it out there. So it's coming. It's coming.
All right, brother. Chévere.
Alfredo del corazón, brother. Oh yeah.
All my love, bro.
Gracias, man. Gracias.
Así, papá. Chévere.
Salsero al mango.
Okay. Legado.
All right, Papa. Good night. Thank you.